Welcome back to the channel, everybody. My name is Travis and this is Bacon and Backpacking. We are back in the state of Pennsylvania today at Oil Creek State Park. You can't see them right now, but I am joined by Celeste and Zach, who have been in some of the other videos. So we're gonna do about a 17-mile overnighter today. So we'll see you on trail. What year we got? Pretty washed away. Mid-18 probably. I think that area is a top candidate for February if you guys are interested.
Oh yeah. I can't, but
And then just so you guys know, we are on the Gerard Hiking Trail. I think it's a 36-mile loop that goes all around Oil Creek State Park. There's two different shelter sites where they have Adirondack shelters and, water, latrines, stuff like that. We're going to be staying just in like a primitive tent site tonight, but just so you know, they do have the shelters.
I was thinking we had to walk down the road or something because it's close to vehicles.
At the very end.
Oh, yeah.
And as you guys can see, Oil Creek is aptly named from all the oil operations that went on over here. Throughout the trail, we're going to kind of go past some, abandoned structures and stuff like that. Some of them have been like reconstructed. Some of them are still, in their original state, with natural decay. We do have a waterfall coming up here. We'll see Oil Creek, itself. And it's a pretty cool hike. Like, there's no like stunning vistas or anything. There's a couple of good views, but seeing the old structures and stuff is kind of like the highlight of Oil Creek.
Outfitter in town. Turns out he and his wife are vegetarians.
Well blended. It is unseasonably warm out here, actually. It's funny because I put up a video almost exactly a year ago at Oil Creek, and I think it was like a high of 27 or 28, and I remember in the morning it was like 18 when I hiked out. Today it's actually a high of 55. You can probably see I'm sweating quite a bit. Sometime overnight it's going to rain mostly all night, and then around I think 5 a.m. temperature is going to plummet from about like 52 down to around freezing. By the time we get out, I bet it'll probably be like still like upper 30s or so not too bad, but there's gonna be a pretty big temperature swing from today to tomorrow.
Me too.
There's two of them, three of them. Yearlings and a mom. Well, as you guys can tell from the blaze orange hat, it is right smack dab in the middle of gun season out here, so imagine those poor deer that we just spooked have probably had a long day of running. So But yeah, I think it's the last day of gun season in PA, so probably run into a lot of deer. It's actually the first one we've seen. I'm kind of surprised that we haven't seen more, because there's been probably 30 gunshots since we've been out here. So definitely a lot of hunters out.
I don't recall. I didn't follow.
All right, everybody, a little trail update. So 6 miles in exactly, and we only had 7 to go today. Like I said, about 10 tomorrow. So we'll be descending down this hill, rolling into camp. I'll get some shots for you guys of the Adirondack shelters that are out here, and obviously we'll go over, like, you know, some of our shelters, gear, stuff like that. But I think we're gonna try to put together a nice fire tonight, since it's, you know, dark at 5 o'clock. Probably need something to do until the rain rolls in at about 8 or 9. So we'll see you guys at camp. All right, everybody, a little bit more upscale than your traditional backpacking adventure. So you guys can see over there are some of the Adirondack shelters. I think there's 6 up here total in this area. And then they have what they call 4 tent campsites up here. And among the 4 of them, there's 1 fire ring and 1 picnic table. I set my hammock up down there last time. I imagine that's what I'm gonna do this time around too. But yeah, there was already wood in the fire pit when we got here. Last time I had to carry it all by myself. And then we'll show you guys up over that way. There's a entire pile of it that's, you know, under a roof and stuff like that to keep it dry. So, you know, a little different than your, you know, traditional backpacking, but pretty good spot to go if, you know, maybe you're a beginner backpacker, or, you know, you're trying to do like your first cold weather trip. You kind of have that fallback of, you know, having the wood and the shelters and stuff. So pretty cool spot. Pretty cool spot. But we're gonna eat some food, probably get a fire started here, and get the shelters up. All right, guys, we'll do like a mini little camp tour here to show you what everybody's rocking. So Celeste has the same thing that I do. You still have the War Bonnet Blackbird, right? Yep, so she's got the War Bonnet Blackbird hammock. And on top of it is going to be a hammock gear Dyneema tarp. I'll show you that when she's done. I think Zach has the Big Agnes Tiger Wall 2. That's the 2-person. So he's the ground dweller for the trip, and then we'll bring you on down this way to show you my stuff. Down here I'm staying actually on the same 2 trees that I did a year ago when I was out here. So I also have the War Bonnet Blackbird hammock, Wolfkiel 20-degree underquilt, and then inside for my top insulation I have the 20-degree Diamondback top quilt in there. You know, it's 50 degrees or so now, and it's going to stay around that for most of the night. But like I said, before we wake up, it's going to be dropping down to the low 40s. So, you know, kind of pushing the 40-degree quilt. So I just said, you know, screw it, for the extra 6 ounces or whatever. I just brought the 20-degree quilts just in case. All right, guys, and then before it gets too dark, there is the hammock gear Dyneema tarp with doors. As you can see, you got the doors sealed off tonight. Like I said, it's not gonna be too cold, but, you know, not gonna be too windy either, but why not, right? It's kind of getting into that season. So got the doors all shut up and everything. As you can see, mine is obviously the camo pattern, right? Dyneema is kind of shiny, you can't really tell. Basically, the only reason I got that one is it's a little less transparent than like Celeste. I've been wanting to do this for a while, Celeste. I've been wanting to kind of compare the 2 of them. So we'll go take a look at yours in the daylight while Zach's lumberjacking here. Oh, you got some lint, huh?
Lint and a toilet paper roll with some Vaseline and cotton balls.
Yeah, Zach didn't bring that. That's just stuff he found in his pockets once we got out here. But let's go up here and take a look at Celeste. So same tarp, guys. Like I said, the only difference is hers is what they call the green. So same thing. She's just using her door tie backs here, so she's got her doors tied back. I have mine closed, but same exact tarp, just, you know, hers is different color of fabric. So, and then you'll see also too, she has the Outdoor Vitals CS40. It's the new pack that Outdoor Vitals released. And if you guys saw our Virginia Triple Crown video, she actually let Sarah borrow it for that trip, and Sarah really liked the pack, so I bought it for her birthday. So she hasn't got a chance to use it yet. We also have a video of Roaring Plains, West Virginia, where Brian was using that pack as well too. He's a member of the we're gonna have to come up with a crew name, by the way. But yeah, he's a card carrying member of whatever it is that we are. So yeah, so there's gonna be 3 CS40s in the group moving forward. So, but anyways, guys, I want to kind of show you some of my gear. I'm gonna set up my chair and stuff, and get ready to start making some food and get this fire going. That's roast beef with gravy.
Yeah, that's what it says. I got a potato in here though. Potato.
So good. Cat food.
All right, guys, so we're testing out a new cook system here today. Good luck finding it. This is my massive stove right here. It's just a esbit tablet, like holding stand basically. And here's the fuel. So you obviously get 1 boil per burn. So kind of been testing this out a little bit. I mean, I don't really need anything more just to, heat up freeze-dried meals and ramen. So the cool thing is that stove weighs about 1/2 ounce. Okay, and then I think each fuel tablet weighs about 1 ounce. So, for an overnighter, if you're only boiling like 2 times, your entire, cooking system can be, 1.5 ounces. So pretty cool. We're gonna test it out in the field. I've tested it out at home, but we'll see how it does out here. And I forgot to bring the windscreen, so we kind of made one. But she is a boiling. Oh no. She's boiling too much. Boiling over. That top ramen, dude. Oh yeah, we have more than we needed, Zach. You can still heat something else up in there. Those are soft already.
Nice.
And it's got quite a bit of flame left, doesn't it?
Yeah, I'm sold.
Something a little different for breakfast tomorrow. It's the Celeste recipe. It's going to go ahead and cold soak. So I fill this up with water overnight. I think there's like nut and fruit trail mix in there, powdered milk, protein powder, banana chips, chia seeds, overnight oats. Just in one of those little 20 like gelato containers. So I'll try it out, see how it is. Based off the math I did, it's around like 800 calories, so should be ready in the morning. We'll try it out. Well, everybody, looks like it's bedtime, about 9 o'clock. Filled a couple sprinkles, and once it starts, it's not supposed to stop until we're out of here. Got about 5 hours of hiking tomorrow, so we'll get to listen to some rain tonight, and then probably have to hike out in it tomorrow. So got packing everything under here, got my chair, so we'll stay nice and dry, but yeah, should get interesting. So we'll see you guys in the morning. Morning, everybody. We've got the beautiful apparel on this morning, rocking the Frog Togs rain poncho. Actually the first time I've ever worn it, because I bought the Outdoor Vitals Tushar rain jacket, and I was gonna wear it for this trip, but I got a extra large, and it fits, but it wouldn't fit with like a puffy under it, and stuff like that. So you kind of have to size up on those. So I'm gonna go ahead and trade that in and get a 2X. So I don't want to wear it out here and mess it up and try to return it or something. But we're gonna go ahead and try this cold soak here. Not too bad. I'm gonna go ahead, eat this cold soak here, and then tear down camp, and we're gonna be hitting the trail. All right, everybody, we are Oscar Mike for the morning here. So caught a little bit of a break. It hasn't really been raining, so hopefully it stays that way. But like I said, we got about 10 miles today, so gonna bang that out and finish up this trip. Well, little trail update for you guys. So I think we're about 4 miles in. You know, pretty decent hike. Like I said, Oil Creek doesn't have, you know, a ton of views like you would see in some of my videos from, like, you know, Virginia, West Virginia, stuff like that. But it's been a nice, you know, woods walk, different types of forests, stuff like that. You know, water features. Obviously, Oil Creek is huge. That's pretty cool to look at. bunch of streams and stuff. As you can tell, everything's soaked, so we're walking on, you know, wet leaves, wet roots, wet rocks. So trekking pole is definitely coming in handy today for sure. I've never done this side of Oil Creek before, so we'll see what that has in store for us. But yeah, I mean, the point today was just to, you know, get outside, do some backpacking. You know, weather isn't great. It's probably mid-40s right now, and like I said, raining off and on, a little bit of hail, stuff like that, but still a nice day to be outside.
Okay. I don't have beer. Can I rent it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I wouldn't miss it.
And then, as you guys can see, this is the other set of shelters on the trail. I believe this is Cow Run, so it's like usually 5 or 6 Adirondack shelters at each one of these locations. They do have like trash and recycling right there. This is kind of like the latrine. They do have water available in season, but it's shut off right now. So, and then they do have like actual sit-down toilet in there, and then also a urinal for the men's. And then up that way, you can probably see up there, there's actually a shed with a roof on it where they keep all the wood, so it keeps it dry. And there's you know, like a splitting axe up there if you want to split into smaller pieces and stuff like that. So a little bit different than you know, your traditional backpacking, but it's a pretty cool setup. All right, looks like we got about 4 miles or so left back to the car. So I think we kind of, I don't want to jinx it, but I think we kind of lucked out a little bit on the rain today. Got a little bit, but nothing too crazy. Stayed pretty dry, so I'll take it. I think we're gonna get out of here before the temperature starts plummeting and before it starts snowing out here. All right, guys, and then down there is the roof of one of the, I think it's the petroleum center, one of those buildings down there where we started. I'm sure you guys remember that from the beginning of the video, but yeah, I think we're about 2 miles or so away from the car, so we're gonna go ahead and wrap this thing up. It's an oddly placed door.
Rent bikes at the park office. Okay.
They just store bikes in there?
Maybe. Or maybe they closed. But we're still walk here. Oh no, we can't get through. Oh, I got it.
Good, you figured it out. You'd be a great mouse in like tests.
Yeah.
This mouse navigated the maze in 3.7 seconds. All right, everybody, we're getting pretty close to the car, so I think it's about time to wrap this thing up. But as always, guys, thanks for tuning in and joining us on the adventure here. So we're doing a couple of cool things on the channel, guys. So I want to make it, you know, as easy for you as possible to get into backpacking. So the first thing I want you to do is go ahead and leave a thumbs up on the video. Second thing is to go ahead and subscribe if you liked what you saw. But what we do to help you guys out is I want you to go ahead and go down to the description box, and you're going to find a couple of links down there. The first one is going to be a link to my lighter pack. So it's going to show you every single item that I carried with me. I get a lot of gear questions, so it'll show you everything I brought with me on this trip, and you know, the weights, everything like that. You guys can go ahead and look up those products. The second thing is I'm going to post a GPX file. So I have, you know, the route that we did for this trip on there in case you just want to, you know, load that up and do it yourself. You know, we put waypoints on there with campsites, water crossings, you know, stuff like that to kind of make it easier on you if you're trying to plan a trip. But as always, guys, thank you so much for tuning in, and we'll see you in the next video.